Do we want to start with Green Bay or do we want to start with some other news first?
I don't know. How do you feel? I mean, I know that's a sensitive subject at the current moment.
I mean, like, when I start, like, I'm gonna get into it a little bit. So.
Let's get it.
I'm just gonna be, like, really matter of fact about the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I will start off by saying the game was insane. Like, that game was absolutely nuts. You know, our defense, like, Kevin King single-handedly pretty much lost us the game for the most part. He was playing poor coverage the entire game. He got scored on like 3 times. And
that one before halftime was crucial.
Yeah, the one where they scored with 1 second left before the half when we were getting the ball back. Like, I thought the game was over at that point, and then we made like a huge comeback.
Right,
like,
that was sick.
Yeah, and then like
that was sick.
we had several opportunities to win, and like if we had made an 18-point comeback like from the third quarter, like that would have been insane. It's
almost, dog.
There was so many aspects to the game that were just fucked. I'm gonna say that. Okay, so this is my biggest thing. Now, like you're probably hearing other people talk about it just because it's exactly what fucking happened. Y'all, anyone who watches a sports show, y'all know like I'm a sports guy. Like I look at things objectively. Like I don't show my team affiliation. Like if we suck, I'm gonna say we suck. Like it just is what it is. Like Damien, like y'all sucked, and like it's cool. Like it just is what it is. You know what I mean? So
it happens, man.
Right.
It happens,
so
man.
like if we suck, like we suck. That's cool.
Yeah.
Real talk. There were opportunities to avoid the situation from occurring, but it doesn't retract from what happened. I think we got robbed. Straight up.
Dude, I'm gonna be...
And this is why. Okay.
That's insane.
The penalty that gave them, the holding penalty that gave them the first down sent Tom Brady to the Super Bowl. He was holding. Fair. Kevin King was holding. I'm not saying he wasn't. But what I am saying is that was the only holding or pass interference call called for the entire game. They didn't call a single holding or pass interference call the entire game. One of Aaron Rodgers' interceptions that he threw was from blatant holding. He literally, like, dude, his jersey was like this, bro. Like, you could see the pads, like, under his fucking jersey. Like, all the way off, bro. And they picked it, and they didn't call shit. And like they scored off that interception, and like on the touchdown, on the touchdown. I mean on even on that play that they called the holding on Kevin King that sent him.
Yeah.
There's literally an angle where like from Tom Brady from the pocket they're holding Zadarius Smith while he's trying to get to him. Like Zadarius is going and they got a handful of jerseys. So this is all I'm saying, man. Like the Packers were getting cucked all fucking game. Like, literally off the top of my head, without even watching replays, I can give you 4 different examples of, like blatant holding calls. Like, it's not even close. And fine, right? Like, you're not going to call it. You're going to let them play, right?
Bro.
Or are you not going to let them play because you called the pass interference and sent Tom Brady to the Super Bowl? So, like, which is it? Like, that's what everyone's pissed about, right? Like, the thing is like, if you're going to let them play, let them play. Like, be consistent. You can't not call holding or pass interference for the entire game and then literally only call that on the last play of the game.
So, dog.
You don't do that. That's bullshit.
The way I saw the game, I thought that shit was over at halftime. Like, I'm not going to lie. When they scored that touchdown, I was like, it's over with. I'm going to be honest, my assessment of the game in the second half. The refs did start giving y'all a lot of flags, bro. But on top of that, y'all were capitalizing and y'all were scoring and y'all were coming back. That fumble, bro, that killed it, bro. That was it. Like, if it wasn't for that, bro, I promise you Green Bay comes back and wins that game. That fumble... That fucked everything up. And technically, to the sideline, that was his second fumble. Because the other one, he got hit. Yeah, his teammate just fell on that one.
Yeah, Robert Tonyan
to the sideline, like, you got hit again and fumbled again, bro. And that one, they picked up and almost returned. So now Brady just scored, gets to come back after all y'all's momentum and everything, and then just score again like that. Like,
yeah, Matt LaFleur also made a bad call. Bro. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, well, I don't think it was a bad call, but he gambled. and he lost is what happened. Like, he wanted to kick the field goal because they were outside of the 2-minute warning. I actually called this. I'm actually really happy because they confirmed this and it made me feel like a fucking genius. They kicked the field goal before the 2-minute warning so that they would get an extra stoppage. And up until that point, the entire second half, Tampa Bay put up 3 points. That was it. And we picked off Tom Brady 3 times. So
and see, that was my thing.
He was hoping that they could get a stop. They'd get the 2-minute warning. They would call 2 timeouts and then get the ball back with an extra timeout. So, like, here's the thing: if that's what happened, if they had stopped him, it would have been the right call. But the fact of the matter is, they didn't. And I think the biggest thing about that is that they took the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands, like, when it mattered.
But he also missed that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, he dropped it. Yeah,
like those kind of things.
St. Brown just straight dropped that shit, like straight up.
If they make those plays,
it's true.
The outcome of the whole game is different, bro.
It's true though.
Those 2 plays to me, I was like, okay, y'all are just shooting yourself in the foot now. Because like even after y'all that fumble happened, like and y'all still came back, and then like that was right there, like cut it within 3, bro. Nope. And then it's like, okay, bro, what do y'all want then?
Yeah.
What do y'all want then?
And then that's when, like, you really do have to... That's when, like, those same questions, like, you know, Aaron Rodgers has an MVP season. Like, you know, we get the first seed. We do all this stuff. And then we get to the NFC Championship game. And then this happens. And then that's when that same conversation comes up before. Like, well, what if we did get a receiver and didn't draft a fucking quarterback? Like, what if we did like this, or what if we did that? You know what I mean? So it's just like,
bro, I told you this would really come back to haunt y'all.
And
what the heck, bro?
Aaron Rodgers, like, everyone's talking about him like leaving and stuff. I actually don't think he will. But this is what I think is gonna happen. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna leave, but like, I think he's got really low patience now. So like, I think this is what's gonna happen. Like, I think he's like, look, like, you either get me what I need, or like I'm not playing. Like, it is what it is. Like, we've gone to 2 NFC Championship games back to back, 2 13-3 seasons back to back, and we have nothing to show for it. And that's because you're not helping me. So
you keep your running backs, right? You like your running backs?
No, they're gonna get rid of Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams.
All right, and
probably
wide receivers. You want to keep Devontae. You say keep Devontae.
Of course, yeah. So like they're gonna keep A.J. Dillon. He's on a rookie contract. He's cheap. Devontae Adams is gonna stay. I mean, the rest of the wide receivers are kind of open though. Like Allen Lazard could be gone. Like MVS could be gone. St. Brown could be gone. Like they could all be gone. Just with the cap space situation being so sus this year, like you really don't know like who is and isn't gonna get cut. Like it's gonna get really weird.
Yeah.
I will say this though, like, I don't think there's any way we don't sign another receiver this year. I don't. There's no way. There's no way it doesn't happen. Not after all this. And if Aaron Rodgers does decide to leave, then, you know, it is what it is, if I'm being honest. Like, I said this before. This was the year. Like, I don't think Aaron Rodgers gets another Super Bowl. Like, I think it's over. I think the window closed.
Was it.
I think this was the year. And that's what, and like I was saying before, like if we won this year, I think like we still have a couple more years, but like we didn't win this year. So like I think like as a diehard Packers fan, like I think it's over. Like I don't think Aaron Rodgers, like not with the Packers anyways. He's not going back to another Super Bowl. I don't think it happens.
Right.
I really don't.
I feel the same
I'd be happy to be proven wrong, but like
no.
I don't think it'll happen.
Doesn't seem like
it. And
this was the best shot.
Yeah, this was it. Like this was the team. And dude, and it's weird too. Like last year when we lost the NFC Championship game, like it sucked, but everyone just kind of like accepted it. Like this year, like Matt LaFleur was like on the verge of tears during his post-game press conference. Like Aaron Rodgers too, man. Like they even said it. Like Matt LaFleur said he wasn't prepared to have this post-game interview. He said that like they didn't even plan for that. Like in their minds, they were going to the Super Bowl. Like, that was it. Like, we were ready to go. And that's what I was telling you. And I thought that was interesting because I said that it really felt that way this time. You know what I mean? Like, this year felt different than...
It felt like it.
Yeah, like, it felt like 2014, like, when we lost to Seattle. Like when we were going to the Super Bowl, like that was it.
Right.
Like we did it, you know what I mean? And then we lost the way that we did. Like it feels a lot like that. Like
that was insane.
I'm gonna remember and here's the thing. Like I said, everyone could say don't leave it up to the refs. Like don't let the refs determine the game. Like fuck you, dude. Like if this shit happened to you, you'd be saying the exact same shit.
I feel like
because that's what happened.
I feel like they favorited y'all really heavy in the third, and they got y'all back into it, and then it was like just unfortunate situations.
Well, my whole thing is like just be consistent. If you're not going to call
passes and all that, like
for me, I'm just saying if you're not going to call pass interference or holding for the entire game, don't call it on the last play of the game. You don't do that.
That's tough.
It's the same way like they don't call pass interference or PI like on Hail Marys. Like you just don't go up and get it. Like it just is what it is.
I was like, it's an uncatchable ball, but like he did grab his shirt really hard.
Right, but like I said though, they've been doing the same shit to us the entire game. That's
like
the reason.
That though?
Yes, that's what I was telling you.
Oh well, then that is unfair. Then they just got to let that go. Because I was like, that was still uncatchable though. Well, I was like, he held him, but he still wasn't gonna. It was a bad pass. He wasn't gonna catch that still. Like
It's.
I mean, that's tough.
It's fucked.
But I mean, at the end of the game, right? That's just such a crucial moment. Even if they go look at that, they're going to like. That's different than like if it's happening throughout the game. They're not going to go look at every play. Like at the end of the game, they're going to watch that play specifically and be like, "You grabbed a shirt." You're gonna be like, "Bro, they've been doing that the whole time." But it's the end of the game, and so it's a bigger deal, and so they're gonna review.
And like that's it's actually usually the opposite in the NFL though. Like in the NFL, like usually like when it's the end of the game, they're like, "All right, it's the end of the game. Like y'all play." That's the way it's always been.
I would think that they would think like, "Look, we didn't see it during the play because the pass was uncatchable, and so even if we go look at that, even though he grabbed him, like he still wouldn't have caught that ungrabbed." So. If we didn't see it in real time,
right?
It just doesn't. It just doesn't happen. That's a rule. Like, let it go. Then, like, did it look like he can catch it? Okay, well then he held it.
Then who cares?
If he couldn't catch it, then it doesn't matter if he held him or not. Like, you didn't see him hold him. Like, so now that you looking like,
and I've said this too, man. Like, I say that I feel like we got robbed because like we did, and like,
man,
I don't know if like you can vouch for me on this. Look, I'll hold my L's, bro. I do. I hold my L's. Like if we lose, like we lose. Like it is what it is. Like I'm not
right.
Like if we lose and it was just because the other team was just better, then that's fine. Like I accept that. But that's not what happened. You know what I mean? Like we deserve to have one more shot. Like for me, it's like, we get the ball back. I don't care how much time is on the clock. If it's 35 seconds, we get the ball back and like we just can't make it happen.
Right.
It just is what it is. You know what I mean? We lost. Like,
but he would have Hail Married it and it would have been over. It would have been a ball game. You can't tell me
there would have at least been a chance.
Like, stop playing with me.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers, Hail Marys are...
we didn't get that opportunity.
Dumb.
Because of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not saying he didn't hold him. He held him. But what I am saying is that there was holding going on the entire game. Like, why did it have to be the play to send Green Bay home? Like, why did you have like? You understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. Like, it's the convenient inconsistency. Like, it's extremely convenient that the one play that could potentially send Tom Brady home is the one that gets called because he made a bad pass.
It was really a bad pass, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That's the only reason why I agree with you. Like, if it was a good pass. And then they call
then holding us like even then, but
he wasn't gonna catch that, bro.
Like, come on,
he was not gonna catch that. At least from what I saw, right? I go rewatch it and look, but from what I saw, I was like, he wasn't gonna catch that. Even if he wasn't held, he wasn't gonna.
No way.
He wasn't gonna be able to get to that like that. No.
So,
yeah,
I'm gonna say like the way I felt after this game, I screamed in my car. I was very upset.
Really? Did you turn red?
I might as well have, yeah. I was very upset.
Shit. And you
I was
were
very
tipsy,
disappointed.
right?
The gym was closed. I just wanted to go to the gym and just like...
You were tipsy too, right?
No, I didn't drink at all. I almost didn't eat either just because I was nervous, but I ended up... I got a burger and it was really good. I went to walk-ons again. But... Nice. I mean, I won't be going this next weekend, that's for sure. But
but I mean,
it is what it is. Yeah. But... It's just like, Like I said, man, like it really feels like we just got cheated, dude. And like it's not just that. Like Aaron Rodgers even said it. It's the finality of it. Like it really feels like that was it. Like
yeah.
And like the roster is going to be completely different. Like we're going to lose like a bunch of people because of the salary cap situation. Like it's just like,
right.
I don't know like what it like. The future is so uncertain that like it just really feels like, at least it feels like it's just not going to happen. Now, in a weird way, right? In a weird way, we just talked about this, right? Aaron Rodgers wants Julio Jones.
And for who? For who?
We'll see.
Because y'all ain't give it up y'all running back with that package because they just got a running back. So they got a running back already. So, like, who do you give up?
The Falcons? Todd Gurley kind of sucks.
It doesn't matter. They got Todd Gurley. That's like we were talking about Kyrie. You just got John Wall. Why would you go try to get Kyrie? They just got Todd Gurley.
It depends on what money he's due, though. I believe that Todd Gurley is on a short contract. They might not owe him anything if they cut him.
So look, I'm telling you right now.
This is all I'm saying, dude.
Devontae is coming to me if I'm giving you Julio.
This is all I'm saying. I feel like something has to happen. Green Bay has to make a move.
Yeah.
No. Well, another thing. Allen Robinson is also an available free agent too, and Allen Robinson was already considering going to Green Bay before he signed with Chicago. So Allen Robinson, he's up there, bro. Like he's an extremely talented wide receiver as well. So I think there's a chance that we could sign Allen Robinson as well. I mean, I think Green Bay is a very desirable location right now. We have made it to back-to-back NFC Championship games. So I do think that like there would be interest from players to go there for sure. It really like we're gonna have to see what the money looks like. We're gonna have to see what the availability looks like. There's just a lot of unknown variables right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We'll see. I think about 2014 like all the time about like how close we were, and just like the way that ended with the fumbled onside kick from a offensive lineman.
That's insane.
That decided to cut in front of Jordy Nelson and try to be the hero and lose us the game. It feels a lot like
that's
that.
That's not funny, but
it's fucked though. It's what it is.
It's a tough. And
here, listen to this stat: Aaron Rodgers is 1-5 in NFC Championship games. That means that he's been one game away from the Super Bowl 6 total times, and he's only gone to 1.
So does that give?
We could be looking at Aaron Rodgers making 6 Super Bowls.
So can we be talking? So can we say he can be in consideration of being the GOAT?
No, because he hasn't
made it, right?
Nope.
So what if, like you said, even if he just needs to make it, right, to the show, he doesn't always necessarily have to win. He just needs to make it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
right?
Brett Favre, he went to 1 and he lost 1. He went to 2. He won 1. He lost 1.
Yeah.
And I think everyone does still consider Aaron Rodgers to be better than Brett Favre. It's just like
right.
When you start looking at those Super Bowl appearances, though, like it's tough. Like he only ever got to 1, but like going to the Super Bowl in the NFL is it's so much harder than like. I feel like it's harder than anything, to be honest. Like there's just so much that goes into it.
Yeah.
And it's not a reflection of Aaron Rodgers, but like a lot of people would say like he just isn't good enough. Like he always loses in the NFC Championship game, and I don't feel like it's that simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's tough. Like